Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm up here working on a cake. And I'm also going to... And while I'm decorating this cake, you guys can come on in, settle in, and we can also discuss Greenleaf. What do you think about Grace's son? I think he's going to be a hot mess. I think he is going to be a hot mess. A hot, boiling mess. That dude... Okay, first of all, we were trying to guess, what happened. Why Grace, why we just now finding out, she has a son. And we find out that Grace, she had a baby when her and Noah was kicking it back in the day. She had a baby. And she was 18. And I believe she said she was on her way to college. And you know how it is. On your way to college, you in this strong church family with this strong church foundation. And they don't see fit for you to bear a child at a young age when you're not married. You on your way to college. You got a bright future ahead of you. And they don't want no children to hold you back. And not only that, but they don't want onlookers. People talking about you, talking about their family. Some churches, they so serious about, not breaking any godly sins. They'll put your butt out the church. They sure will. Anyway, what do you guys think is going to happen when Lady Mae and Bishop James find out that their grandson, who Grace gave up when she was 18, is back in their presence? And what I was saying earlier about Grace, as far as the money factor, she had actually coughed up $100,000 to pay for the camp, because the church, they don't see the camp being a necessity or something that the children should attend. They think that they don't need that particular camp, especially with the amount of money that it costs. They don't think the camp is necessary. So she coughed up out of her own pocket to pay for the camp $100,000. And then her son, who just, pops up out the blue. Here's the picture I'm putting on the cake. See it. Two different girls. Okie dokie. Now, I got the picture on there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch tips, because I'm going to make some rosettes. I'm going to make some white rosettes. And then I'm going to add some color. But yeah, when Lady Mae finds out that child that her daughter had is back, in their family. And this, I think she'll think that it can probably jeopardize her and her husband, Bishop James, getting their hands back on the church. That's what I think. I think she is going to be upset. She might flip the doggone script. Lady Mae might flip the doggone script. because she wants her hands back on that church so bad. You know, Lady Mae wanted to be the pastor of the church. Stand up while I do this. Lady Mae wanted to be the pastor of the church. That didn't quite happen. So the only person they saw fit, you know, the people over the church, was Grace. Lady Mae, she wanted the church really bad, but it wasn't happening. It was not happening. Now I think what I'm going to do is put rosettes on either side and then do the flowers. But how do y'all feel about the guy that Dante is representing? That guy, that Jacob is representing. Dante is the guy who played for the Red Devils, for the Memphis Red Devils. And his mother realized that, you know, he might need somebody to guide him or help guide him because he is spiraling out of control. So his mother, you know, was like, okay, let me talk to Jacob at the church and see if he can possibly, you know, benefit from him being a mentor to him. Now, Jacob, when he went to visit Dante was up there. I mean, you know, he's young. He's younger. You can expect that from young people. Young people who come across a lot of money, especially when they get a contract for sports or music or, you know, something like that. Lord. Lord. They sometimes lose their mind. They sometimes lose their mind. And they be up there buying everything and shopping and whining and dining and drinking and splurging and, you know, doing a lot of stuff that, of course, their family members and their accountant and probably attorney tell them not to do. Hey, silly mommy for life. How you doing, sweets? I'm just up here decorating this cake for my friend's daughter's little birthday cake. And discussing Greenleaf. Now, what did you say? You said the screen is kind of far away. You said, I need to catch up. Haven't seen the season yet. Hello, everyone listening and cleaning up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's cool. Feel free to listen while you clean up. Thank you. Yeah. So, I think he's going to be bad for business. This Dante guy. And the reason why I say that is because the way he's acting when he was talking to them people, get out of my car. What's wrong with you? Sit in the back. I mean, he talking to, it seemed like that was his friends. But he was talking to them like they his flunkies. And then on top of that, we know Jacob's daughter got her eyes set on Dante. She got her eyes set on that doggone Dante. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, please do not let her get involved with that boy. Because that would be all bad. That would be all bad. She's already, you know, she was already in one relationship with that boy who was beating on her. And in this case, the way Dante is acting, the way he acting out, and talking to Jacob and trying to give him money to allow him to do whatever he wants to do and to turn a blind eye, basically. I'm glad Jacob didn't fall for it, though, because if Jacob would have fell for it, the next thing that boy would have wanted him to do was not only turn a blind eye, but also probably lie to his mother. And let his mother think that, you know, everything is all cool and her son is better and he's on the right track and, you know, stuff like that. talking about? Oh, Dante. Yes. Okay. Okay. Dante and Jacob. This is what I was saying as far as Dante and Jacob goes. With him being the way he is, I can see him being abusive. I really can. Like, I can see Zora getting back into the same exact situation. Zora likes, obviously, celebrities. Because the last guy she was with, remember, he was a singer? And he was on tour, and he always wanted her to be with him while he's on tour. And so, he was really possessive and aggressive and abusive and disrespectful to her, her parents, you know, everybody around her. And I can see Dante being the same way. But it's like, why do she like these type of guys? I don't get it. Like, your father, I don't know to what extent she knows about her father cheating on her mother. I don't know to what extent she knows about that. But as far as being abusive, though, her father has never been abusive, as far as I can recall, to her mother. So I don't know why she's into those type of guys. I really don't. I really don't know why she's into those kind of guys. And if she gets with Dante, her father might wind up in jail. Might wind up in jail this time. Because last time, you know, he was being strong. You know, he was trusting in the Lord. Doing a lot of prayer. In order to not, you know, flip all the way out and beat the brakes off of her ex. To try to lift this cake up without dropping it so y'all can see the finishing touches. So, if I drop it, I'm blaming it on y'all. I sure is. I'm going to blame it on y'all. Like, blame it on the YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me know if y'all can see it okay. I already showed y'all the pictures of the girls. So that's the pictures of the girls. Here's a little flower. Little flowers. Here's the side. Here's the other side. So that's basically it. That's the cake.